So for part 3, we are to modify problem 2 and add in 2 changes. So for my 2 changes, I decided to have a not enough indicator, letting the user know that if the amount of coins that has been inserted is not enough, it will display not enough. And also I added another item to my vending machine, which is gum. So my gum will be 35 cents and my candy will still be 40 cents. So here, going back through my finite state machine, I have my S0, meaning 0 coins have been inserted. So C meaning candy and G meaning gum. So C or G will not be enough to vend that item, to vend either item. Same for if I go to state 5, 5 cents is not enough to get gum or candy. Same for state 20. Gum nor candy is not enough to get that item. And so if I inserted a dime, I would have 30 cents. If I inserted a quarter, I would have 40 cents. And if I would have more than 40 cents. And if I inserted a nickel, I would have 25 cents. So here in state 30, if I have 30 cents and I put in a dime, I'll have 40 cents, which is enough to get the candy bar. So my candy bar will release from the vending machine. If I have a nickel, it will go to state 35, and gum is 35 cents. So my gum will release from the vending machine. And if it's any more than 40 cents, then in state 45, the user will receive change. So I'm going to go in detail with my VHDL here. So as stated before, the vending machine vends a 40-cent item, which is candy, and a 35-cent item, which is gum. And the vending machine accepts nickels, dimes, and quarters. And if the money inserted is over the amount of 40 cents, the customer will receive change, and it will also display if the user has not entered in enough money to get a certain item. So here I have my nickel, dime, quarter, C for candy, G for gum, my reset, and my clock. I have change for my customer to receive. Vin C and VG is just a release button for the candy or gum. My states have not changed from the previous finite state machines, so from state 0 to state 45, as well as my reset and my clock event, that's not changed. For my process, I now have a new item, so I have my nickel, dime, quarter, candy, and now I have added in a new item, gum. So here I instantiate not enough signal to be 0, release gum to be 0, release candy to be 0, and change to be 0. All of these are not activated, and until they're equal 1, then they will be activated. So for example, here in state 5, if 5 cents has been entered and my candy or gum is a signal 1, then my output would not be enough to get either item because it's not equal to the amount that I need to get for either item. If I insert a dime, I will go to state 15. If I insert a nickel, I will go to state 10. If I insert a quarter, I will go to state 30. goes throughout the cycle until I hit state 35. If gum is equal to 1, then the vending machine will release the gum because it is enough. My candy bar is not enough yet, so if I insert a dime, it'll go to state 45. If I insert a nickel, it'll go to state 40, and if I insert a quarter, it'll be above 45 cents, which means that the customer will receive change. And so here I have my, if I'm at state 40 and 40 cents has been inserted, I can get either gum or candy, because it is both of the items equal enough at 40 if 40 cents was to be entered. And as stated before, I'm state 45. This is just a state for my customers to receive change. So going to my test bench. I've named it test bench VIN 3. My component, I declare my component is going to be the same as my entity from my vending machine 3. And then here I instantiate signals, and I name my signals the same inputs and outputs, and I set them equal to 0. Here I assign the corresponding signals and inputs and outputs to each other. Then I have my clock process. And here I have my stimulus process. Only thing that's changed here is here I have my candy. I have inserted a new item, gum, and everything else will stay the same and remain the same as before, with my nickel, my dime, and quarter inputs. So to show an example of my simulations, so here if I was to insert a nickel, dime, or quarter, my not enough signal would equal 1, and it would equal 1 until either my gum is the amount of 35 cents or my candy bar is the amount of 40 cents. And this is a simulation for my part 3 of my homework 9.